Growing up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear. We eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Coming to you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check, check 43. Watch twist. Watch twist. Color. Check 6 guy.
From the 27, Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 27 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 22. I'm coming.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
I got him.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Man out.
Jackson now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hardman to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Come get some. Come get some. Go ahead. He don't want it. Max 22, Max 22.
Squeeze, double. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 31. Hey, alert 3.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 42 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 21-0 our score after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 61 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40.
Get in the weight room. Yellow. The weight room.
40's Mike.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Leo Chanel. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Throw left side complete to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Second and 4.
Rush in. Rush. Yellow. Switch.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Watch the screen. 15. Whip. Watch the whip. 40's the mic. Squeeze.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check Mike 99. Get ready. Hey, 43.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Night, sweetheart.
Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. He got outside the... pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Ain't no such thing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check hot. Finish it hot. 39. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now Jackson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Sit on. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Let's go.
Hey, Ozzy. Sit up. 26, Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Let's go one more.
26.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Switch. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
26, Mike. All you get is a headache.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They go play action with Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson will throw again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
26, hey, 26, Mike.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
No, we changed it.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watch tight end.
Nice shot. No.
Alert. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Record. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 15. Check 26. Kill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Come on. Hey,
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch 36.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Go. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Coming for you. 26, go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
26, Mike.
And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
26, Mike. You at X. 26, Mike.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Back to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. 13.
Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Again, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Watch the screen. Pass. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On third down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the 44, Mahomes. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 44 yards. And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
We got 4. 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
26, Mike. No chance.
Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3 down, 3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And with this win and an AFC Championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.